What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Guys, unfortunately, there was some sad news that happened about 3 days ago, where Instagram model Mercedes Morr was apparently killed in a murder-suicide. And her real name was Janae Garnier. Many of you guys may have known of her. She was also on OnlyFans. She had about 2.6 million subscribers. But she was killed by a man named Kevin Alexander Arcorto. And they both were found by her mother, and he had a knife in his neck. So he killed her and he killed himself. Okay? Now, many people, if we want to be honest, a lot of women who are in the kind of limelight of, OnlyFans models, the limelight of Instagram models, the limelight of women who might be escorting themselves or possibly dealing with sugar daddies, women who are in that kind of industry, maybe groupies. I don't know if that's what she was doing, but I'm just saying women on that tangent of economy, or a tangent of how they earn or lifestyle. Many people are critical of them. Okay. And I'm not here to judge, but she's a good looking lady. But if you are a person that is dealing with athletes, or you have OnlyFans page and you're dealing with guys that are sugar daddies, people are going to say things a lot of times that are very insensitive. Things like, well, she put herself in that situation, or this might be what she gets, or some things that, if you feel that way in context, I think as a social media community, we need to be able to shut up sometimes. Even me, certain things I used to say a long time ago when I first came on YouTube, and certain things you just need to keep to yourself. That's how you feel. But Cardi B has come to her defense. And Cardi B saying this: "Dang music, so sad you F and F you B's in the N-words, trying to justify it because of her lifestyle. You will hate on a bad B, dead or alive, she was a sweetheart." Well, I mean, neither Cardi B nor me know the woman. Maybe she didn't know her. I don't know. It's possible that she did know her because of her fan base and her following. But it's very true that she could be a nice person. Okay? But here's the reality. All right? Is that, would we say that this would have happened to her if she was an accountant? Would we say this would happen to her if she was a medical doctor? Well, the chances are it's still possible. Violence against women from crazy men is something that happens in American life. It happens all over the world. No woman is exempt from getting in a bad situation with a bad guy. All right? However, the reason why Cardi B is coming to the defense is because, well, Cardi B, this is the lifestyle that you influence. Okay? And the lifestyle of getting the bag, being the bad, BISH, having sex with men, sexualizing yourself and stuff like that, and putting yourself in harm's way of possibly a guy who's crazy. That's what Cardi B teaches women. This is what, see, we don't think about what happens, who we're marketing ourselves to. And don't get me wrong, women suffer a lot of things from all different types of men. I understand that. And I know guys do too, but I'm just dealing with this video. But the reality is that the promotion of such a sexual stereotype is what Cardi B preaches. If you think about women who are prostitutes, women who are strippers, women who are OnlyFans models, women who are IG models, women who do that kind of line of work, they're in more danger than I think women who don't have those occupations. And the reality is that a lot of the men that are interacting with them look at them as just sexual objects. Now, it's true that, every woman has certain things that she can offer or has other interests outside of the way she looks. But with guys, that's how some people take it. Okay? And if you're dealing with a man that you're having a sugar daddy style relationship with, and again, I don't know what style of relationship that they had, the information is still out there. But the reality is that if that is the case, you're dealing with a man that you have this sort of arrangement with, which happens in any industry. The reality is that sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Okay? And it's not like a lot of IG models or OnlyFans models are getting killed by guys. I mean, I get that. But more or less is that the influence of putting yourself in harm's way for the bag, empowering oneself due to your sexuality, putting up pictures of your behind and things like that, it can attract the wrong people. I think that's the most important thing. A lot of women get attraction from the wrong type of men. And I get it if you're a woman and you're beautiful and you have to be blessed with assets and stuff like that. I mean, I know girls that was so thick and was just, beautiful. They could go outside and in sweatpants and trying to hide it, and somebody would talk to them because you just couldn't. I mean, some of them you could see it through a choir robe, right? You already knew what was going on with them, right? And a lot of people liked it. But what I want to talk about, though, is that if there's anybody to blame for women going this route, it's Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. And it puts them into more jeopardy for meeting crazy guys. Women who are in the quote unquote sex work industry, and if you're on OnlyFans and if you're on Instagram and you're a woman, I will classify you as that. Okay, if you're on OnlyFans, or I would say that you're closely related to that industry. You're in more danger for things to happen to you. And I don't think people are hating on her because of who she was. I think that the reality is that there's consequences, good or bad, to what's being promoted about women. And one of the things is that a lot of times it's about getting the bag. It's about getting this. You hear it with Young Miami. You hear it with all these other chicks. You hear about, I robbed him. I got them. He's I played him. But there's another side of the story. Like, what happens if you play the wrong person? What happens if you get over on the wrong guy? What happens if you could possibly use the wrong guy? What happens if that guy is crazy? What happens if you underestimate him and think he ain't gonna do nothing? Like, see, these are things that we have to understand. And feminism fought for women to be able to be equal in the workforce. In that part, I agree, right? You need skilled people in the economy. You need skilled people doing what they're supposed to do. What happened to that? It seems now what you're seeing on social media is not women wanting to get into the workplace as much as before. Now you're seeing a lot of women behind this Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion thing with this whole, I want to over-sexualize myself. What happened to the women that wanted to be the intellectuals, the women who wanted to be the professional skilled workers, the women who wanted to get into IT, the women who wanted to get into the healthcare system, the women who wanted to get into academia, the women who wanted to get into entrepreneurship? I mean, I don't think this young lady was outside of that. And I think that now, what you're seeing now is a clout chasing type of feminism. Over-sexualize yourself because you can, and then there's no consequences. But then we don't talk about, you could be attracting the wrong crazy person to you that you don't need in your life or that you don't really like, and you don't know what he's going to do. And I think as a society, we've fallen short on that. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.